Have you ever wondered why, amidst the idealization of motherhood, some mothers might not enjoy being mothers? Hello, everyone, and welcome to our channel. Today, we are going to explore this complex and often unexplored issue with empathy and depth. We want to understand why motherhood, although full of love, can also be a source of challenges and emotional conflicts. Let's begin this important discussion together. Society often paints motherhood as a glorious experience full of personal fulfillment. From glossy commercials to perfect social media posts, there is a continuous pressure for motherhood to be seen as an unattainable, almost sacred goal. Yet, behind this idealized facade, many mothers face a reality filled with unspoken challenges. Social expectations can create a suffocating environment where mothers feel they must demonstrate happiness, dedication, and unconditional love, regardless of difficulties. These unrealistic expectations often generate feelings of inadequacy and guilt, especially when reality does not match the fantasy sold by popular culture. Moreover, women are often bombarded with contradictory messages. On one side, they are expected to be perfect caregivers, and on the other, to maintain their personal and professional identities. This paradox adds further pressure, complicating the psychology of many mothers who find themselves trying to balance multiple roles. Imagine a world where every child sleeps promptly at 7, every meal is balanced, and every mother is eternally patient. This image, fueled by a culture valuing perfection, hides the true complexity of motherhood. Many mothers end up feeling isolated and ashamed for not meeting this ideal. As we explore this theme, it is vital to acknowledge social pressures as major obstacles for many mothers. Demystifying these expectations is the first step to openly embracing diverse maternal experiences, allowing more women to feel free to express their true feelings without fear of judgment or criticism. Being a mother is one of the most demanding and often least recognized jobs. The emotional and physical work involved in raising children is immense and constant. Mothers need to deal daily with their children's emotional well-being, requiring patience, empathy, and resilience. In addition to this, there are numerous routine tasks, from preparing meals to ensuring homework is done and extracurricular activities are completed. This emotional work often leads to a heavy mental load. Mothers are always anticipating their children's needs, scheduling medical appointments, planning school activities, and ensuring the household runs smoothly every day. Each small task individually may seem manageable, but together they form an avalanche that can be overwhelming. Stress and lack of adequate rest are constant problems directly affecting mothers' physical and mental health. Sleep deprivation and incessant demands can quickly lead to exhaustion. Constant concerns offer no respite. Studies reveal that many mothers live under significant levels of chronic stress, contributing to feelings of anxiety and depression. Postpartum depression, for example, significantly affects up to 1 in 7 women after childbirth. Although rarely discussed, it profoundly impacts a mother's ability to connect with her baby and experience the joys associated with motherhood. Stories of mothers feeling overwhelmed by these responsibilities are common. Frequent reports of a constant sense of being constantly on alert highlight the lack of personal space or time to rest and seek personal pleasure. Understanding and recognizing these challenges is crucial to creating a more honest narrative about motherhood. Only by fully accepting these difficulties can we begin to develop better support and understanding systems, allowing mothers to feel less isolated and more empowered to face everyday challenges. Self-care is often relegated to a secondary priority in many mothers' lists. However, it is vital to understand that caring for oneself is not a luxury, but a fundamental necessity to ensure mental and physical well-being. When mothers neglect their own needs, burnout and exhaustion become inevitable, impacting not only their health but also the family dynamic. Self-care does not merely mean finding time for relaxing or enjoyable activities, but rather creating regular moments to recharge. It can be as simple as enjoying a cup of tea while appreciating a moment of silence, walking in a park to clear one's mind, or simply practicing deep breathing exercises to reduce stress. Cultivating hobbies, maintaining a social support network, and seeking help when needed are fundamental aspects of self-care. It also involves knowing how to set limits, learning to say no to commitments that may further overwhelm, Studies show that mothers who integrate self-care practices into their daily routines report lower levels of stress and a greater sense of personal satisfaction. It is an essential step in maintaining emotional resilience and being emotionally present for one's children. Recognizing and valuing self-care as an essential part of daily life empowers mothers to face challenges with more vigor and clarity, transforming the maternal experience into a more balanced and rewarding journey. Many mothers find that while their love for their children is profound and unconditional, this does not necessarily mean they enjoy every aspect of the maternal role. There is a crucial difference between intensely loving one's children and finding satisfaction in the responsibilities and challenges that come with motherhood. This recognition can be liberating and help relieve an immense emotional weight. Maternal love is not questioned by the presence of ambivalent feelings towards the daily demands of being a mother. Some mothers report, for instance, that while they find immense joy in the moments spent with their children, they also miss their previous identities, regardless of how these responsibilities shape their time and energy. This feeling is not a sign of failure, but of humanity. Making room for these contradictory emotions allows mothers to validate their experiences without guilt. It is important to understand that loving one's children and feeling frustrated or overwhelmed by the role of mother are not mutually exclusive experiences. By acknowledging this duality, we encourage a more honest and comprehensive dialogue about motherhood, removing the stigma of admitting that we do not always like what the role demands. This allows for healthy acceptance and paves the way to seek balance between individual needs and responsibilities as a mother. Narratives addressing motherhood often overlook difficulties, creating a unilateral and even distorted view of the maternal role. It is necessary to create and maintain spaces where mothers can share their stories honestly and without fear of judgment. These spaces are crucial for providing emotional support and confirming that they are not alone in their experiences. Support groups, whether physical or virtual, are excellent platforms to facilitate these conversations. Additionally, literature, documentaries, and blogs written by mothers can serve as valuable resources to diversify maternal stories and provide identification. These environments help validate feelings that are often kept secret for fear of criticism, promoting solidarity among mothers. Sharing experiences can alleviate the burden of isolated responsibility and strengthen the bonds among participants, creating a robust and understanding support network. Recognizing and valuing these spaces is essential to humanizing and enriching the narrative about motherhood, promoting a more understanding and welcoming society. Throughout this video, we explored the complex and multifaceted theme of motherhood, challenging the notion that all mothers should love every aspect of this role. We discussed suffocating social pressures, immense emotional and physical challenges, and the vital need for self-care. We also acknowledge the important distinction between maternal love and satisfaction with the maternal role. Creating honest narratives and safe spaces for discussion is essential for supporting all mothers on their journey. If you are a mother feeling overwhelmed or uncertain, know that these feelings are valid and you are not alone. We encourage you to seek support, share your experiences, and be part of this essential conversation. Thank you for joining us today. Subscribe to the channel for more discussions like this and see you next time.